I talk a lot about bringing people to your website, but are they doing anything? Are you getting them to buy once you get them there? Selling online, even when you're selling services that are higher ticket, requires high converting sales pages. Now, unlike many pages on your website, a sales page specifically attempts to convert someone from a mere visitor to actual revenue. So, how do you take someone from voyeur to willing to hand over some of their cold, hard cash? You have to take them through a process that ends up with them signing on to be your client. Now, that also means your sales pages need to convert and generate some revenue. Now, let's break down the key elements you need in a sales page to make this all a reality. Now, first things first, what is a sales page? Let's get on the same page here. A sales page is simply a page on your existing website geared towards bringing in revenue. Maybe you have a digital product, a course, or even a service that you sell on autopilot or can. Like they can just fill out a form, give you the money, and become your customer. You can use a sales page to get traffic for this one specific item, this one thing. You're not selling a bunch of things, you're selling one thing and allow people to purchase on the page directly. Now, sales pages are great when you run ads to your website and you want to get a solid return on your investment. But you can also send free organic traffic to your website and have people go to your sales pages there too. You can use SEO, something we talked about a couple weeks ago, in order to do that. Now, think of sales pages as a page written, designed, and created just to get that sale. It needs to answer objections, lay out the benefits, and provide a way for someone to make a purchase easily. Like this all has to be done without any thought. Well, some thought, but without without too much concern or confusion, right? So that somebody can make that decision to go from looking to sending you money with ease. Now, what all goes into a sales page that actually converts, that actually gets you that revenue? You need to answer objections, lay out the benefits. So, do you need to throw everything that you can think of into that page? Like, if you're answering objections, if you're laying out the benefits, do you need everything possible under the sun? Listen, my friend, no. You do, however, need to include some key elements that help your potential customers feel comfortable working with you. So, let's go through four of those together. And I'm just going to warn you, this is an in-depth list, but these are going to be so helpful to you as you're going through and maybe making changes to or trying to build out some sales pages for your own business. Now, number one, the top thing that you can do to get a sales page that converts is have the right messaging. You can have an ugly sales page that still performs well because the copy is amazing, right? The words on the page are your most important assets. What you say and how you say it matters more than literally anything else. Literally. Your sales page needs to address your potential customers' objections, right? Their concerns. Show them the benefits of working with you and display the transformation that is possible when they hire you or buy your product. Now, I always recommend conversational copy. You want to make your visitors feel like you're talking directly to them and make sure that they feel like the hero of your sales page. No, wait. The customer should feel like the hero, you're probably wondering. But aren't you the expert, the business owner, saving them? No. Listen, in a great sales page, and honestly, throughout your entire marketing strategy, the customer should be the hero. I'm going to pause for just a minute to let you think about that, right? Your customer should feel like the hero. They need to feel like they are in charge. What you as the business is doing is guiding them to the right solution. You are the guide they are hiring to get the transformation, right? But you're the guide, you're not the hero. You're the Nick Fury to their Captain America, Gandalf to their Frodo, Yoda to their Luke Skywalker, right? When your customer is the hero of the story, they feel empowered to take action and are more easily led through your messaging to buying from you and trusting you to be their guide, right? Now, a great way to put your customer front and center to make them your hero, write like they speak. The biggest mistake that I see sales pages make is the company using a bunch of their technical industry jargon. Do you know? I mean, let's be real. No one talks like that except your competitors. Do you really want to attract your competitors to your sales page? Yeah, I didn't think so. Instead, grab your customer's attention by talking like them. It's mirroring, right? Including how they talk about their problems and their pain points. Now, how do you do that? Because I get that a lot of you are probably saying, yeah, this sounds easy, but how? You want to jump, ideally, get on a few calls with people who match your dream client persona. So, number one, most ideal thing that you can do. But if that's not possible, if you don't have a list of people or a group that you can go post in and try to find people that fit this, you can also go browse like Facebook groups where they're hanging out. Look at Instagram comments of your competitors or other social media interaction on competitors' accounts to try to see how people are talking about things. Or if you have an engaged social following, drop a poll for them to choose maybe specific topic titles that they can connect with, right? My favorite place, though, head to Ahrefs keyword generator, which is linked in today's show notes, to get phrases that people are Googling. When you know what they're searching for, when you know what they're actually Googling, you know how they're talking about a problem or an issue. Now, next part of your messaging, you have to show them what's possible. If you really want to hammer home that your product or your service is right for them, you need to make it super clear by painting a picture of what can happen, what is possible when they work with you. Now, this is the transformation, the I'll take you from A to Z when you buy from me statement, right? It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. You're hitting on the pain they're currently experiencing and demonstrating what's possible when they sign up for your offer. Now, if you're not sure how to phrase this or what the transformation you actually provide is, write out a few examples of, go from A to Z when you buy my product, and then get on a call with a client and talk through those examples. Someone maybe who fits your buyer persona. If you're gonna get market research calls put together, write out sample transformation statements first and then have them tell you which one hits home with them. Or maybe you just get on a call or you sit in a room with a trusted friend and talk it through. Just make sure that they not only understand the value that they're getting, but that they can communicate back to you what they think the value is that they're receiving based on what you're saying. So you want to make sure that it's not only hitting home, but they can parrot it back and say, yeah, I think this is going to do this for me, right? That lets you know that you've communicated clearly what you're going to do for them. Now, the next step, the next key element that we need in our sales pages is to back up everything that we put in our messaging with third party proof. It is great to get your dream client's attention and make them start to think that you can help them. But have you done it for anybody else? This is the first thing they're going to wonder, right? Like, can you really deliver on what you tell me you can deliver on? This is easier, granted, when you're not brand new to the game, but you have to back up whatever you're selling with some kind of third party or social proof. So, what can that possibly mean on your sales page? Now, the best thing that you can do is to include testimonials of other clients that you've helped with this exact product or service. Whatever you're selling on your sales page, get feedback from clients who you've taken through that same process or have bought that same product and put that back on your sales page, right? Have them describe what it was like to work with you, what results they got, and even why they chose your offer versus someone else's. Now, I get it. You may not have this, might be a brand new product, this might be a brand new offer. You don't have testimonials for this specific thing, then you can use testimonials from your customers about what it's like to work with you in general. Things that talk about your personality or the type of work you provide or how responsive you are, if that's important to what you're building and selling here. Also, ask them about what kind of results they got from working with you, even if it's a totally different offer. It's good to show that you have follow through and that you can get them something. Listen, nothing sells better than another happy customer, right? And it shows in the data. Testimonials from customers can increase conversions on a sales page by 34%. That's a pretty big number. Now, if you're completely new to the game and you're telling me this is all great, but I don't have any testimonials whatsoever, and you want to add just a bit of oomph behind your claims, build a little trust about what you're saying is possible, then do what I just did and use some industry statistics. Showing your customer what's possible when they work to solve this specific problem, not necessarily about working with you, but it's a problem that can be solved, is much more powerful when there's data behind it. Listen, we believe in numbers, studies, and whatever anyone else is seeing too, right? We like seeing that other people are experiencing this and other people got results. Leverage that to paint a concrete picture of what your customers can believe in when they work with you to solve this problem that other people have been working to solve for themselves too. Again, these are industry statistics. They don't have to be relevant exactly to your clients or anything you've done. You're just painting a picture with what's possible. And if you've been featured in any news or media outlets, use it. Showcasing just literally just logos of outlets that have featured you can add that extra boost to your sales page, especially if you're trying to build up your credibility as an expert in the service that you're providing or with the offer that you're putting out there. And listen, this doesn't have to be Forbes either to be impressive. Just be honest about whatever media features you have, swap them out and around as you get more press mentions. Now, number three, we have to make it really easy to actually buy from you. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to buy something and I couldn't figure out how. I actually clicked an ad for a very popular lighting kit and the purchase process wasn't working. And they didn't get my money because it wasn't worth it for me to try to figure out what was going wrong. Or worse, you can make someone do a lot of homework before you can buy it, right? I hate getting there and you're like, I have to fill out this massive 5-page form before I'm allowed to give you my money. No, I'm going to rethink this purchase, right? No one wants to work to buy from you. When they've made up their mind to make that purchase, don't discourage them from that purchase by making them put too much effort in, right? When they've made that snap decision, don't lose the momentum by literally slowing them down. Streamline your checkout process and offer and keep it short. Don't ask for any unnecessary information they could give to you later after they buy, right? If you have specific details you need from them, have them purchase first, then fill out a form that they can do at their leisure, right? Before maybe a first call that gets booked with you. Just get what you need to have them make the purchase and start working with you. Name, email, phone number typically is all you need beyond any payment information. Now, you'll also want to ensure that you can use a couple credit card options. Maybe they want to pay ACH Bank. A lot of online payment processors offer a variety of ways to get this money. And let them see all of their costs up front. Don't hide any fees. Let's not be Ticketmaster, right? That's a frustrating experience. Nobody likes it. Now, while you may have only one purchase section in your sales page, someone might be ready to buy maybe as soon as they land on the page or when they've gotten to a certain part and they're reading a section, they're like, yes, I love this. Again, capture that momentum by using multiple calls to action throughout your sales page. Allow them to head straight to the payment section by giving them just a quick button. Literally, that just says buy now, enroll now, purchase now, schedule now, whatever it is that they're doing, that jumps them down to the purchase part of the page. Easy peasy. Think about it. It's just a buy now button. Maybe after you explain the offer just a little bit, that scrolls them down to where they actually make the purchase. You do this through something called an anchor link. So if you are unsure how to do that, that's what you're going to Google and search for how to add an anchor link in whatever kind of website builder that you're using. Now, if you're selling something that's a bit more expensive, another way to make this an easy decision, give people a few ways to pay. And by that, I just want to point out that not everybody can or wants to drop $1,000 or more at once on a product or a service, right? That can be a consideration for a lot of people. Instead, give them an option to maybe pay in full and save some money, or maybe they pay a bit more if they pay it in 2 or 3 installments. You're removing cost objections when you provide your customers with a few different ways to pay and lowering your barrier to entry. $300 over 3 months sounds a lot better than $750 right now. That math was terrible, but you get you get what I'm saying, right? There is a reason late night television uh what are we infomercials literally said it's $99 or 3 payments of $33 a month. This is a classic sales tool that works because it lowers the objections. Also, I mean, let's be real, it's kind of nice because it can create just a mini burst of recurring revenue in your business, which is pretty great too. Now, number 4, our last key element here, you want to increase the performance of your sales page by making it look good. Use stunning visuals. Now, this is true of any page on your website, but 48% of people say they trust a business based on the quality of the website design. Because honestly, it looks more professional, right? When you're using stunning visuals, it looks good. So, your sales page should not only look and feel similar to the rest of your website, it needs to look like your brand, right? It needs to be consistent with what you've already been putting out there. But you need to use high quality images to give it a polished look, buttons that stand out with contrasting colors so they can see those calls to action that we mentioned a couple minutes ago. Now, a big thing I want you to keep in mind when we talk about visuals and design, your sales page needs to look great on mobile as well as desktop. Many of your customers are going to be viewing your pages on a mobile device first, especially if you're running any kind of ads or social campaigns. Ensure that they can see everything they need to see, scroll through the sales page, check out easily, no matter what device they're using. Nothing is worse than getting an ad, loving what you're seeing, trying to check it on your phone, and realizing, I don't know if this is going to work. Because you know what's going to happen? Nobody's going to send that to their laptop to finish the purchase process, right? No, we're going to scroll back, move on. We're done. Again, what happened when I tried to buy a certain lighting tool? Now, if you want to boost your sales page, a little bit of bonus here is to literally add bonuses or limited time offers. When you have bonuses, or you don't even have to be actually limited time. They just need to feel like it to someone who's landing on your sales page. They can help sweeten the pot. They can give someone just a little bit of an extra edge and a little bit extra reason that they need to go and make this purchase right now, right? You're removing that time objection. Now, be careful that you don't go overboard with any bonuses. These should be something that you can create easily or give away without losing out on too much value. They should have value to your customer, but they should be easy for you to give away for free, right? Or bundle into your product or service. The goal of the bonus is to make it feel like your customer is getting a steal. Because honestly, doesn't everyone love a sale and something for free? I mean, leverage that, right? Okay, so now that you understand what needs to go in a sales page, I want to just talk for a second about what you can realistically expect to see from your sales pages. Because it's not like 100% of people that are going to come to your page are going to buy from you. That's not going to happen. Like I mentioned at the beginning, though, your sales page needs to bring in revenue or it's not doing its job. And we calculate something called a conversion rate by looking at the amount of visitors we've seen and the number of sales that we've gotten. So it's literally just a simple formula. It's number of sales divided by number of visitors. That's it. Now, the industry average for B2B, a shockingly low 5% on sales pages. 5%. That means for every 1,000 people that visit your sales page, 50% make a purchase. Now, that's average. You don't have to settle for 5% conversion rates, though, right? You don't have to go that low. It is possible when you've dialed in your messaging, when you have a beautiful design that leads them through that messaging, make sure that your page loads quickly, is accessible, all of the things, and makes the entire process of buying from you easy. You can crush those averages. Just like my client did last fall. They tripled those industry averages with a recent launch and saw an average conversion rate of 17.78%. That's massive, right? That means for every 1,000 people that visited their page, 180 made a purchase. Amazing conversions are possible. You really just need the right plan to get you there. Now, speaking of the right plan, if you are looking to get more leads, whether through sales pages or through just the rest of your marketing altogether, it's time to plan. Planning makes you far more effective, helps you get those conversion rates, right? Helps you build a solid foundation to continue to get revenue into your business. Make this all easier with my Leads Growth Strategy workshop. With this workshop, you're going to get the roadmap to attracting new clients, building a loyal audience, and scaling your business. And it's unique just for you. This is a one-on-one workshop. So it's time to improve your sales page and everything else in your marketing. You can schedule yours today at the link in today's show notes. Now, thank you all for tuning in this week. Can't wait to talk to you all again in our next episode.